Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new, welcome. I am Yulita Lee, and over here on this channel we do fashion, beauty, and we also do lifestyle. So if this is your vibe, definitely go ahead and subscribe. Today I'm going to be sharing with you all what I got as far as gym wear, active wear. If you're wanting to go back into the gym, you've been from the gym for a moment and you're wanting to really commit to your 2026 goals and you're wanting to get back into the gym, I do have a couple of items that we are going to be going over today. Now, I am going to be showcasing the fit of them as well as how well it just drapes the body as well as the fabric. A couple of them I was a bit worried about. I will be sharing that with you in the video. So go ahead, get your snacks, get your popcorn, and let's get into today's video. All right, you guys, so this is the first shirt, and I got this strictly because I can wear this a multitude of different ways. I can work out in this shirt, I can do errands in this shirt. You know, it is a t-shirt, so you can wear this as like activewear. So if you're wanting to do like athleisure, I think that this would be a great option for you. Now, for me personally, it is a little bit longer. So I got this in an extra large tall. The reason I got it in a tall is because I feel like it would be more coverage at the bottom. I didn't want to like raise my hands up, you know, and have skin like showing or whatnot. So that's why I did get in a tall, and it is a little bit longer. Now they do have options for a regular, but for the sake of this, I wanted to get it just a little bit longer. Normally I do get an extra large, but I did decide to downsize in this, and I am glad that I did go ahead and do it. I'm still playing around with my sizing, so bear with me. Okay, some of the items that I did get, they may be a little bit bigger, they may be a little larger, but in this case I think this one fits perfectly. It does have a very thin material, it is very breathable, so this is something that you can wear like in this spring, summertime, but if you are wearing it in the fall or in the winter, then I would suggest to layer up over it just because it is a bit thin. So with this one in particularly, I think that this would be a great alternative, especially if you're wanting to just work out, find something that's very comfortable for you. You're not really wanting to share a lot of skin, but you're wanting something that's very breathable. For me, in my case, I sweat a lot. So if I'm going to the gym, then I do want something that's very breathable and something that I can really work with. So another thing to note, it does say that it does have vented sides, it does have a Go Dry Wick moisture material, and it is breathable. Something that's not very tight around the arms. I looked on the website and I was like, she's a little bit short. So that's why I was like, let's go tall. Let's just see how long it could be. I am going to go ahead and try on the pants that I got, the joggers that I got, and we're gonna see how those wear. All right, so I don't know if you can tell, but these are just a little bit big. A little bit is an understatement. I didn't downsize in these, but I did get an XXL in a tall. I don't know what I was thinking. And they don't have a drawstring in the front, that's the thing. Here's my decision why I got these in this size, okay? I wanted to get them a little bit longer because I am 5'6", and majority of the time they do stop like right at the ankle for me. I'm not mad at how long they go down. That doesn't bother me at all. However, I got in an XXL, so they are big. Now for me just doing this, yeah, I'm gonna have to return these. Do say on here that they are high rise, they are studio smooth, and this is Go Dry breathable material, and it pockets fits your phone. Personally, if I were to get an extra large, I feel like they would fit perfectly, but I do like a drawstring, you know what I mean? Like especially since they are joggers, and if I were to put my phone in my pocket, then it would cause my pants to kind of fall down since these are like a lightweight breathable material. They are very comfortable. They are like a Go Dry kind of material. These are something that you can wear around the house too, aside from just working out. And that's one thing that I like functional things. Just looking in the back part of them, I would like it if they had a drawstring in the front. If I am going to wear something, then I think that it would need to be fitted just a little bit more and also comfortable in the same regard so that I can move around in them and I am able to, you know, move freely and I'm not really restricted by the clothing that I'm wearing. These are not very restricted at all. I feel like if I were to downsize in these, they still would be comfortable. Also, they are very stretchy. I wanted to get black in them because sweat stains. You know, so when you are like thinking about wearing something to the gym, just keep in mind that you might have sweat stains, you might have sunlight come through, maybe you see your underwear, prints, things of that nature. So that's why I always pretty much go with black, because black is like safe. All right, you guys, so this is the second fit, and this is a little bit more tight fitting. Now, I am going to go ahead and start off with the top. Beautiful green color, love it. Now, as I mentioned before, the one thing that you do have to keep in mind when you are wearing lighter colors is sweat stains. So that's just one thing that I automatically think about because I'm a sweater. The one thing about it is, like, coming down and whatnot, you are going to have sweat stains like right up under it. You know what I mean? Now, it does have the padded on the inside of this bra, so that's a plus, especially if the girls are active. You do have the pads in here. Typically, I take them out. Gone with the wind. You know, you can keep them in or you can take them out, but they are there. Another thing is, this is a crop. She's not snug at all. What did I get this in? An XXL, see? What do you know? If I were to get this in an extra large, I don't think that it would work out really well. I think it'll be a little bit tighter, but I found that when things are tighter, they start to roll up. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not. I want something to be comfortable in, that I can work out in, that doesn't roll up, and I'm looking like Pooh Bear up here like this. I want something that stays in place, it stays where it's supposed to. I can also wear this inside too, athleisure. It doesn't have any adjustable straps or anything. It is just one of those where you put over, and also it is something that I personally love to wear. I did keep a couple in my last activewear haul. Still have them. These pads, of course, are out of them, but I still have them, and I like to wear them around the house, especially if I'm like cleaning. It's not really something that's very restricting when it comes down to supporting the girls. Now, keep in mind that this bra is built in and she can only hold what she can hold, honey. She's not gonna be a miracle worker if you have a lot more up here of low support. At least that's what I feel. She's a little bit low support. Let me check on the website first. Like I thought, low support. Because like when you wear something like this, it is good to be able to have something that you can wear with this, but don't expect to be doing the most in this, okay? They may pop out. Not like one of those sheet fit bras. It does say on the website that it does have a go dry Wicks material. It is light support and it's perfect for yoga, studio workouts, or lounging. It is fitted and it does hit at the natural waistline, which she does. Just looking at this, I think that this is very cute. It is something that I would wear around the house personally. I love the color of it, especially if I were to wear this in like the springtime. That's enough for the top. Now let's get down to the bottom. These shorts are a little bit short. I love the color and it hugs in all the right places. She's cute, but like the top, low level activity. I don't even think that I would walk in these. If you are like me and you have thick thighs, these are gonna creep up. They've been creeping up since I've been talking. The shorts are not something that I would gravitate towards just because for that reason. They are one of those where they are very short in the back. They're shorter than I would like them to be. And based on the material of them, it's one of those where you're not gonna be able to do like a high intensity workout because the shorts are gonna creep up. Especially just doing this right here, I can feel them moving up. So those are the things that I like to look out for, especially depending on my workout. Since they are like a light green, be mindful that you'll be able to see the print in these. If you were to wear some underwear with it, with a thick line and nothing like seamless, then it is gonna be obvious. I think that these would be ones that I would wear no underwear with. I said it. I'm an underwear girly, especially if she's sweating down there, you know? I need cotton. If you're going to sweat, then you'll be able to see it. If you don't care, wear them. Absolutely. And some people it's an issue for, some people it's not. For me, seamless all the way. Don't want the print to be noticeable, but I'm still not comfortable enough to not wear underwear with these. These are the next thing that I got. I like these, but like the other ones, I feel like these, I would have to start moving around in them. I think that once I do start to sweat in them, then I think that they would stay in place, which is kind of crazy to say, but if you know, you know. Do you have the pocket on the side where you can put your phone or your keys or whatnot? But it is odd placement right here. I thought initially that I had the pants on wrong, but it is kind of like not so much like right here pocket, but it is like side pocket. I think with these, I would have to constantly tug on them. Another thing, they don't go all the way down. They do stop 2 to 3 inches above my ankle. I think that these would be good to wear if you are looking for something like light work, if you were to work out in these, especially if you are into like aerobics, you're moving around, you're doing a lot of that. These are majority polyester and spandex, so that is a very telling thing. Another thing that I noted that they did did say on the website it doesn't have a front seam, so you won't have a camel. You won't have to worry about that. They are extra high-waisted. They do have this thick band up here. It is a little bit tighter around the ankle and whatnot, so that's just one thing that I'm like feeling when I just wear these. But yes ma'am, yes ma'am, I love it. Yeah, the jacket alone doesn't fit like a jacket, feels like a shirt. I like it. Picasso. I love the fit of it. I love how it looks, how it sits, and the purple color, purple like lavender-ish kind of color. I'm feeling it. If you have a bralette on and you're just working out in a bra, that you can put this on over it, or you can wear this as like a shirt. In this case, that's what I'm doing. Now, I do have a bra on under it, like a sports bra under it. So that's just one thing that if I wanted to work out in this, then I could. It would be like acceptable. But for me, I'm just not comfortable doing that. So I just like to zip it up to like right here. Love that the fabric does compensate for you having thumb holes. The test is to really put it on and do this, because it shouldn't be very tight in here, and I don't feel that it is. Also, I do think that the thumb holes are like enough for you to put your thumbs in and still be relaxed in doing so. You're still able to move around and it's not so tight in here, because I've had some where they're really tight and it's just not a good fit. It does have extra threading around the thumb hole that does compensate for the wear of it, so like that. And so this is a cropped jacket, and it does have the thumb holes. It doesn't have any pockets, but they do have other colors on their website too. They do have a pink too. They do have another like mauve color, a green, black, gray. They have all different kind of colors, so definitely check out the website if you're interested in getting something cute like this. Now let's get to the leggings. I think that they really did their big one on this one. I love how they fit. I love the color of them. I am wearing them high-waisted, and they are just a little bit more comfortable shapes to my body. They do have pockets on the side, and the pockets are deeper, which I like. I can put my whole hand in. They are a lighter color, so with the lighter color, you already know things show. So it does say on the website that it is an ultra luxe fabric performance, so it is a buttery soft moisture wicking material, and it is a 4-way stretch fabric with UPF 50+ protection for all day wear. With that said, it's a difference. You can tell with the fabric. I think that the price is just a little bit more up there when it comes to the price point. However, if you are wanting to invest in your workout clothes, I think that this would be a great option for you. For me, I think this is a cute outfit. I love the way that it hugs the body, and I love the option to not even think about wearing the thumb holes. This, I probably would wear some like white shoes to go with it, to be honest. Just don't feel the black shoes to go with it. Something like that's a lighter color and lighter palette. You don't want it to really clash, but that's just my opinion. I don't think that I'm gonna have to worry about pulling on them as much as the other ones that I did try on. I think that once I put these on, they're gonna stay where they're supposed to stay. This is not my first time trying on Yitty at all, but I do think that they have stepped it up when it comes down to it, because this is cute. But I do have a couple of other items that I am going to be trying on to let you see what they look like, but we're gonna go ahead and get into those. All right, let's start with the top. Yeah, I got this in an XXL, thinking I should have got it in a 2X. There's a difference. This is a bit tight in the arms, but it is stretchy. It is tight around the neck, in which I would expect it to, just looking at the shirt itself and just putting it over my head. I think it's to the point where it's too tight to be comfortable to be able to move. It's very crop. I just don't think that I would feel comfortable wearing something as tight as this. I would suggest to go up a size. Looking at the website, it does appear that is the goal for it to fit like this. However, I'm just not comfortable in it. Sorry, y'all are literally right here at my throat. So it is an Ultra Luxe Essential Top Tee for athleisure, and it is in a deep navy. Now with her, it is just a little bit tighter. The neck, I feel like I'm choking. Looking at the website, it does appear that it does supposed to have that tighter fit around the neck. So if you were to a 2X, you might still have that tighter fit. However, I do love the color and I do love the softness of it. You can definitely tell that it is something that you're meant to work out in and you're meant to sweat in. Now, the activity for it is gym, walking, and everyday use. It does have unrestricted motion, so you're not supposed to be so restricted. But just for me, I just don't feel that it fits me correctly and it gives me that fitted appearance. Now it does look good, I'll admit. You got the arms for it, hey. But I just don't feel that I would feel comfortable in this. I keep saying that because I don't feel comfortable in this. Let me just give you the specifics on the leggings. The leggings, they are an ultra luxe high-waisted legging. They are athleisure, and I did get these in the deep navy. Now, I did get these in a 2X as well. That's why I already kind of knew that these would turn out really great. Now, just me rubbing from the sides of it, as you can see, they don't have any pockets or anything. However, they do have a really similar fit to the ones previously, which I really like, and they do come with the same material. These are a high-rise, it's tummy controlled waistband that smooths and supports the core, making them suitable for gym or yoga activity. So that's just one thing that I like to look at when I'm looking at leggings, but I do feel that these hug the body just a little bit better than the other ones previously, not the purple ones. I don't feel that I'm gonna be tugging on them all day. It's like one of those where you don't really notice that you're tugging on something until you notice that you're tugging on something all day, and then that kind of like ruins my mood just like a little bit. It's like, I'm sick of these. I can't wait to get home to get these off. That's just one thing that I think subconsciously for me, it's like, I don't think that I have to worry about these. You know, I did have to do the test in them and do the pull up here. But the one thing that I love about them is like the stitching of it. I feel like it's really secured as well. And I also feel that they do go far enough down. Now, as I mentioned before, I am 5'6", so I really gravitate towards those leggings that go all the way down past the ankle. Like material in here, because sometimes it does like to droop. I don't like a droopy crotch. Sometimes I get the inseam wrong, and it's just a whole no-go for me. So when I'm looking at leggings like this, I like to make sure that I don't have a droopy crotch and that they go down like they're supposed to. They fit like they're supposed to, and these do. Don't have to worry about, you know, any of like cellulite or the bumps and thumps and everything showing. You necessarily won't see it in these as you probably would with the other colors. I like this together. The shirt is just slightly darker than the leggings. You can kind of like get away with wearing like different underwear to go with this. So for me, I'm gonna stick with what I know, seamless thongs or none. That's just my thoughts on these leggings. Let me know what you think. But I do have more to try on, so. All right, this is the next one. And this one is an ultra luxe strappy tennis dress with built-in shorts. Yes, and it is athleisure. Now, this one does have several different colors that you can get it in. I just wanted to pick the pink color because I love a good pink. This one does have a built-in bra to go with this. When you are trying this on, you will have to step into it, so it's not something that you can do underneath because it does have shorts. Did have to kind of like pull up the shorts just a little bit. Now, just looking underneath, it does have a full like bodysuit kind of thing underneath. So with the shorts, they are short, and you want them to be a little bit short. You don't want them to show outside of your dress. So that's why you do have to make sure that when you are adjusting them, that it doesn't really show. Or if you don't care, then wear them how you see fit. However, for me, I just don't want them to show. You are able to move a little bit more freely and not have to worry about your backside being out. Like the straps, they are very secure. I don't believe they adjust. However, just with me wearing this up top, I do feel secure in here. I don't feel that they are loose. I do feel that they are very much so tight fitting. Just on the back of it, they don't have enough coverage when it comes down to the bulge right here. So that's just something that I do like to think about, that it doesn't really cover that in the back, and it doesn't really cover it on the sides. It's one of those where I would like a little bit more coverage, but it's not like a make or break for me. It does have this little band right here in the middle parts. That's just something I'm like, well, why do they have this here? But I do figure that it is for the shorts. So you do have this going all the way up and sewn right here, and it does flare out. The shorts are a bit questionable, just because I feel like I'm going to be pulling them down so I can have like the maximum comfort, because I do feel that they ride up, and I'm not really feeling that personally. If you have thick thighs like I do, then it's problematic, especially if they're short shorts and they don't stay in place. Do not have any pockets on the side. Looking at it, Now, since this is a built-in bra, it does not have any pads to go with it, so just be mindful of that. There's nothing in here. The other colors that they do have are good selections. I wish they would have had this one in the purple lavender color. Girl, that's what it says on the website. It's a neon violet color. So if they had this in that color, eat down, eat down. This looks scary similar to the neon violet workout set that I tried on. However, it is not the same. They are not equal. It's differences in the material for one, because this one is more of like a polyester kind of spandex kind of material. The cutout is. The stitching is definitely not the same. I feel like this one is more cheaply made, if I'm being honest. However, the overall fit of the jacket is the same. So it's just the material that they decide to use, as well as the stitching of it, that really sets it apart from the other neon lavender jacket that I tried on. I did the test for the thumb holes. I don't feel that it is pulling away or tugging right here. So I do feel that it is long enough as far as the thumb holes to be able to sit comfortably where my thumbs are and not be pulling the inner part of the thumb. Now it is the same as far as it going over the hand, that is draping over my hand just a little bit more than the other one that I did try on. Now with me just taking my thumbs out of it and just trying it on like this, I think that it is very cute. It is very much so more a tighter fit. I think that the material really makes the big difference. It is thinner. Love the color of it. So I think that this would be like a cute little dupe. Aside from the Yitty that I tried on earlier. Now, just with this one here, it is more tight fitting. And as I mentioned earlier, I wish they had pockets. They actually do. Crazy, huh? So I do think that this is really cute. And I think that since it is in an orange, it makes everything pop. For me, I think that I would upsize in this. I got an XXL just because of how it fits. So for me, just the XXL fit, I think that that's just the one thing about it. If they had this in a 2X for curvy women, then I think that that would be a plus for me. Don't believe that this would be something that I would solely wear for exercising. It is one of those see-through materials, so you can see where the panty line will be if you are wearing these. Yeah, that's my thoughts on this one. Okay, this one surprised me just based on the material of it. Now, I have the same thumb hole, tight fitting top. For this one is different, especially up top in the way that it's cut up top. It does hug around the neck just a little bit more than the other ones did, and it also has pockets in the front too, and she has the thumb holes. It is similar to the other ones as well. It does go over the hand. The material is nice. I feel like this is the same butter soft material that it is with the neon violet. They are high rise as well, and I don't feel that I'm going to be tugging on these or pulling on these, and I don't feel that they're going to be annoying. It does have the pockets here, which really kind of sells me on this set. It is like a butter soft material. You can get a wide variety of different colors in this set. It's not too tight. I got her in XXL. Yeah, I feel like it is just a little bit looser. I did look at the material and the fabric of it, and it is polyester and elastic. It does come all the way up, and I don't have a droopy crotch. She doesn't hit the ankle. She's about an inch from the ankle. It's not a make or break for me. If I were to wear some like cute socks to go with it, I can definitely cover that up. And I think that for me, if I were to wear this, and I would get some white socks and some white shoes to go with it, I think that would actually be something that would pair well together. This is something that I would absolutely wear to the gym. All right, you guys, so that is the end of today's video. I do hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please let me know down in the comment section which was your favorite. And before you leave, make sure you go ahead and click on these videos right here. I think that you might enjoy them, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.